Hi guys, this is Mary. You're watching Cards TV. I have Mother's Day card number 3 for you today. And once again, I've used the Bloom cartridge and the Storybook cartridge. But this time I decided to use some primary colors rather than pastels. And I really like the way this one turned out. I've got a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card, and it's a portrait card. So I cut my cardstock at 4 1/4 by 11, scored it at 5 1/2, and folded it for my 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card. My background mat, this cute little apple green and white polka dot, is 4 by 5 1/4. Then underneath my oval, I have a red rectangle, and I cut it at 3 inches by 4 inches, and I took my white jelly roll pen and just did some stitching around there. I thought it added a lot to it and kind of made it stand out. I've used some apple green grosgrain ribbon as well as some red in the same color as the cardstock. I also ran this red rectangle through the Cuttlebug using the Swiss Dots folder, as well as the ivory oval behind the flower. So let me give you some dimensions on the flower and the oval. This is the flower right here. It kind of looks like a tulip. I cut all the layers for the flower at 2 1/2 inches. This background layer right here, the green part of the flower, cut right there at 2 1/2. And you can't tell, but this little background, the center part of the tulip is pink. And that's this part right here. You hit shift, and then this is flower 6. You hit that. I cut it out of pink. This layer right here, which is the top of the flower, I cut out of red. And you would hit flower 6 and layer. And then for the shadow, you would hit flower 6, shift, and layer to get your shadow. And I cut it out of the light cocoa brown, which is the same as this background oval. I also did some stitching around it with my white jelly roll pen, kind of help it stand out. And I added 2 white Martha Stewart pearls. I thought that looked real pretty on there. For my ovals, I used the Storybook cartridge, and you'll find that oval on page 53. I cut the light cocoa brown oval at 2 1/2, and the ivory oval was cut at 2 1/4, and it was run through the Cuttlebug, just the ivory one. And I've got this on pop dots, and then I've got the flower as well on pop dots. And this is put at the upper part of the rectangle so that I could add the green ribbon. And then I added some more green ribbon down here. Just got them both tied in knots. And down here my sentiment is Happy Mother's Day. And this is on some ivory cardstock. And I did ink around it just a little bit with some creamy brown chalk ink. And the font I used for this is called Amienne, and it's at 28 points. It wasn't quite as fancy as, let's say, the Edwardian, because this card is just a little bit more whimsical. But I had a good time making this one, and I liked using the primary colors. I love pastels, but sometimes you just need to do something a little different, don't you? But there you go. That's Mother's Day card number 3. Thanks for coming by today, guys, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye now.